Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Lexi, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, then you should definitely hit that button below. So for today's video, I want to talk to you guys about hair extensions and how to maintain them. So if you have missed my last video, then I was talking about how I started my own hair extension line called the GLAM by LEXX hair extensions, and I mentioned that I'm going to be doing more videos on hair extensions and beauty related videos. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you subscribe to this channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about, did I say this? About hair extensions and how to maintain them. And this is very, very important when you guys are buying extensions, because I feel like you guys all think that because you guys are buying high quality extensions that you don't have to do anything and the hair is just gonna last, 1 to 2 years, which is not true at all. Every hair extension that you do buy is going to, wear and tear over time, and that is why each extension has a life expectancy. So with hair extensions, obviously they're not attached to your scalp, right? So your extensions are not being able to produce the natural oils that hair needs to be able to keep looking shiny and healthy. So that is why I came up with, well, not came up with, but that's why I have these 8 tips and tricks that I want to share with you guys on how to keep your extensions in the best quality. Also, don't mind my eyeshadow that I have going on today. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be festive and wear green until I looked in the mirror again and it was looking a little crazy, so then I tried to put black over it and now it just looks like I have very dark eyes. So just don't look up here today. And other than that, I will help you guys, give you some tricks on how to maintain your hair extensions. So let's get on into the video. So the first tip that I have for you guys, which is pretty explanatory, is storing your extensions. So that is why I felt that it was very important to provide a box for my girls who buy my hair extensions. And if you haven't seen my last video, this is what the box looks like that you guys will get when you purchase my hair extensions. So obviously what you're going to want to do before bed, you want to put your extensions in the box, and this way you're not just leaving your hair extensions on the ground to get all like tangled and stuff. This way when it's in the box, it's nice and organized and neat for when you want to use them again. Also, how cute is this box? Okay, so that was number 1. Obviously, that was pretty easy and explanatory. Make sure you are storing your extensions in a box, or if you don't have a box, you should at least be using a hanger, which is also great to put your clip-ins in and your tape-ins. So if you know those hangers that like clamp together, one of the pan hangers, yeah, I would suggest using one of those if you don't have a box, and you just hang it on like your door or something to keep those out of the way. So the next thing I want to cover is tangling and brushing, which is super important as well. So obviously the longer you guys go without washing your hair, it is actually better, just because if you're washing your hair, twice or 3 times a week, you're just drying out your extensions more and more, which is going to cause more tangling and matting, and they're just going to look very dry. So what I like to do is wash my hair extensions 1 to 2 times a week. That's only if I have tape-in or my eye tips in. If I have clip-ins, honestly, if I'm not using product in them, I would probably go maybe 2 months without washing them, maybe even longer, unless I really, really have to rinse them. But if I don't, I won't, just because, again, you are saving the life expectancy of the hair. Also, every extension that you get, they will tangle over time. Especially, I find if you have shorter hair and your extensions are very, very long, the only thing is, the longer you go without washing them, it's causing more friction between obviously your natural hair and the extensions, which is going to cause them to rub together and get that like tangling and mattingness. So which is why I always suggest bringing a wet brush everywhere you guys go to make sure that you can brush them out whenever you find some tangling or matting throughout your hair. I hope most of you guys know this, but maybe you don't. When you're brushing your hair, you guys want to make sure that you're starting from the bottom and working your way up, just because any tangles that you have on the bottom, you want to brush them out and then brush it through the end, which is going to help avoiding any tangles or accidentally pulling out your extensions. Also, Don't brush your hair when it is wet. I find a lot of my clients do this when they have either eye tips or tape-ins, and that is going to cause slippage at the root, which you guys do not want. So what I normally do if I'm going in the shower to wash my hair, I suggest brushing your hair before you go into the shower to make sure you have all the tangles. And then once you get out of the shower, okay, I will literally, if you find that it's very like matted after, I'll just grab in my mid shaft right here and I will start gently brushing on the ends again to release all the tangles that are in up here. So then once that's done and like gently brushed out, I will literally dry my hair, like rough dry it 90%, and then I will go in with the wet brush again and then really just like brush it out, which I find is a lot easier and you're not like pulling on your hair and causing a lot more like tension on your natural hair, which is gonna help avoid a lot of breakage as well. So the next thing that I do suggest is getting a wet brush, and that is like the #1 thing that I find makes a huge difference with extensions. The ones that we sell on our website are these really cute rose gold ones, and they're going to look like this. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll take these out. So having a wet brush is just gonna make the brushing a lot more easier, more gentle on the hair without causing split ends or, you know, pulling on any knots or anything. And especially because the bristles are very soft and more spread apart, it's gonna be easier to glide through your hair extensions. So tip #3 is sleeping with extensions, and if you guys see me kind of look down a little bit, that is because I have a paper there that I wrote all my stuff down that I want to remember. So if I glance at that here and there, that is why. So if you guys have temporary extensions like clip-ins, ponytails, halos, I would 100% recommend taking those out before bed. And I know it seems a lot more easier to just sleep with them and then wake up in the morning with long hair, but you will regret that over time just because with the clips from the clip-ins, you're digging them into your scalp, and when you toss and turn, you're just causing a lot of breakage and like pressure on your scalp, which is gonna cause a lot of like actually your hair could probably come out from the scalp. So I would definitely not suggest doing that. And you're also causing tangles, matting, and split ends on your extensions. But if you guys are like, oh, well, I have, you know, tape ends and eye tips and those type of things that stay in your hair, ways to avoid that is getting a silk pillowcase. So we do we do sell them on the website, and we have this cute pink one that is so cute and girly. So these will definitely help keeping your extensions in good quality, just because when you're sleeping, your hair's not, you know, rubbing back and forth on your pillow and causing a lot of friction and split end. What am I doing over here? Hey. So a silk pillowcase is your best bet. And what I also suggest is braiding your hair before bed. So when you braid them, it's just gonna keep everything intact and not like rubbing all over your bed and during your sleep and stuff. So, or you could do like a really low bun or something if you guys want, but make sure it's like twisted or something, and then around like a neat pony, like a neat bun. Don't make it like all scrunchy up and like thrown up there, because that's just gonna obviously cause a lot more matting when you put your hair down. So the next thing that I want to talk about is swimming. And I know that we all want long, beautiful hair in the summer, and that is kind of why we get our extensions. But swimming is going to damage your hair extensions for sure. So what I suggest you guys doing is, maybe if you're going on vacation or something, maybe keep your hair extensions out of the water. So just like throw your hair up, I don't know, in a ponytail or something, or just don't get your hair wet, because that's always what, honestly, I don't even have time to do my hair on vacation, so I would definitely avoid getting my hair wet either way. But if you do go in the water, then I would definitely suggest putting a hair mask on your hair. And we do sell one on the website that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and it's for colored and damaged dry hair. So that's just gonna make such a big difference with your extensions. And if you guys find that your hair extensions are very, very dry now coming home from vacation, from the sun and stuff, I would even sleep with it overnight, the hair mask, and then just put like a cap or something over, but if you have tape-ins, avoid obviously putting them on your root, because that could cause slippage. So keep the hair mask from your mid shaft down, just because you don't want any of your extensions slipping. So by doing this, you're just gonna make sure that your extensions are staying hydrated and shiny. So the next thing I want to talk about is shedding. So every hair extension is going to shed no matter what over time, and that is why hair extensions have a life expectancy from maybe 6 months to a year or 6 months and on. It honestly just depends at the end of the day how well you take care of your extensions and what you use on them. So I will never ever use any hot tool over 350 degrees on my hair extensions because you're just asking to burn your hair extensions. So do not put your hair extensions to 400 degrees and more. You're just gonna be killing your hair off the bat. And it also depends on the products you are using and the lift up and maintaining of your extensions. So it's very important for you guys to go see your stylist every 2 to 3 months when you guys have eye tips, tape-ins, hand-tied wefts, any of those extensions that you guys are going to keep in your hair over time. You want to make sure that you're keeping up with your lift up process. When you guys are pushing it, you know, to 5 months and they're halfway down your head, you guys are just causing a lot more matting underneath your extensions, which is going to cause a lot more breakage. So you guys want to make sure that you're coming to see your stylist 2 to 3 months, and if you guys find that like you can feel definitely a lot of like matting underneath your hair just throughout it, you want to go see your hairstylist because it's probably for a reason, and it's just better to go see them early just so we can help you guys brush that out and cause any further damage to your hair. So moving on, the next thing that I want to talk about is products. And this is very important because what you guys put on your hair is going to make a huge difference on the life expectancy of your extensions. So the least amount of products, the better on your hair extensions. And I'm not talking about like oils and hair masks. I'm talking about heavy duty hairsprays, mousses, beach wave spray. And this is because when you put a lot of product on your hair, you're just causing a lot more product buildup, which means you're gonna have to wash your extensions more often, which when you wash your hair extensions more often, you're gonna make them more dry. So I will literally not even put hairspray or anything on my hair extensions. The only thing that I will put is oil and heat protectant on my extensions, which is very important. The one oil that we have on our website that I do recommend using is we have a color nourishing shield. This is protect and shine spray for all hair types. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this on before you use your hot tools, and this is just gonna help prevent any damage or anything to your extensions, and this is just gonna help it keep looking shiny and damage free. So I would definitely suggest picking this one up on the website. And then the next thing that we also have while we're like talking about products right now is our color nourishing oil. And this is what I'm talking about. That's gonna be amazing when you guys find that your hair is getting super dry on the ends. So putting this after I like to style or curl my hair, I find running this through the ends is just gonna kind of help it look a little more shiny and a little bit more soft. So this is also an amazing product that we do sell on the website. The next product that we sell is the Color Nourishing Shampoo, and this is for colored and dry hair. We also have the hair mask that I don't have with me because it's currently sold out. But if you guys want that, then check out the website. So these are the 3 products that I have right now with me that I would 100% recommend getting for your hair extensions to keep them in the best quality. Also, another tip that I find is very useful, if you guys are somebody that your hair gets very greasy very quick, then dry shampoo is going to be your best friend. And if you guys don't know how to actually properly use dry shampoo, you're gonna want to just spray it on your root like a lot, and then I don't know, do your makeup or do something for like 10 to 15 minutes. Letting it sit is just gonna allow that oil and that grease in your hair to just suck up. So that is great because that's why, or you can be like me and just wear a hat, and that is why I can get away without washing my hair more than once or twice a week using proper products on your hair. So this will definitely help with the life expectancy of your hair extensions. So what I'm talking about is getting shampoo that is sulfate free and alcohol free. So these ingredients are gonna make a big difference in your hair extensions because if these are gonna help to not strip out the natural oils in your hair. And again, when I explained in the video, obviously with hair extensions, you're not being able to provide natural oils throughout the extensions. So using sulfate free and alcohol free extensions, that is gonna help allow the extensions to stay shiny and silky. And when you're not, and you're using more like drugstore or any products that are just not the best quality, it's gonna help dry out your hair a lot quicker and a little bit harder to work with. Also, what I tell a lot of my clients is when you guys have extensions that you're gonna keep in over time, when you guys are styling your hair and you're brushing, you really need to make sure that you guys are going in between sections, because just because you're brushing on top, it feels like you guys, like there's no matting or any tangling. but once in a while what I'll do is when I come out of the shower, I like to rough dry my hair, and then once it's fully dry, I'll literally go in between each section and straighten each section to make sure that I'm removing any matting that I have in between the sections and any tangling. So this is gonna make your lift up process a lot easier and less painful. So I would suggest every once in a while definitely just getting a brush in there and making sure you guys are brushing from the root down. That is very, very important as well. So the last point that I'm going to cover for today's video is coloring hair extensions. This is a very frequent question that I get asked as well, is can I bleach or color my hair extensions? And I usually don't suggest lightening your hair extensions just because it's gonna cause a lot of damage to your extensions and shorten the life expectancy of them. But if you guys, accidentally bought an extension that's a little bit too dark, I would definitely not suggest doing it yourself. I would go to somebody who specializes in coloring hair extensions. Also, if you guys are confused on what color you are and you can't stop by for consultation, then feel free to send me a picture of your hair and I will try to help you as best as possible with matching your hair extensions to your natural hair. And if you guys do want to color your hair, it is always easier to go from lighter to darker, but I would suggest again having a hairstylist do that for you, because once you do that, then there's really no going back, and then you're gonna start clarifying your hair extensions, which is gonna dry them out again. So it is very, very important to, before you buy your extensions, to have them color matched properly. And yeah, so I think that is all for today's video. I think that I hit most of my points, but if you guys have any further questions, feel free to message me on any of my Instagrams, GLAM by LEXX or GLAM by LEXX hair extensions, or leave a comment below and I will answer them as soon as possible. And once again, if you guys are not subscribed to my channel, then you should definitely do that, and hopefully this video was somewhat helpful for you guys. And if you have not checked out my last hair video, then you guys should definitely go do that and give it a big thumbs up. And I will be posting this video hopefully sometime tomorrow, and I probably will be posting another video before the New Year's. Actually, no, just kidding. I'm going to Toronto soon. I might be making a thrifting video there, so make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you want to see that. And other than that, hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and a great New Year, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.